Hello and welcome to the first part of a three-part series looking at knee pain and exercises to try and improve it. These are the most basic exercises in this part. It's good for a swollen sore knee right the way through to a knee that's become stiff and sore over a longer period of time. So start with these. I will do them along with you and sort of explain bits of it as we go, but please feel free to pause the video, try a few more, use it how you feel is more beneficial to you. Okay, so let's get started. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to try and look at getting our knee moving. Now, if you have got a carpeted floor, you might want to use a plastic bag. You're going to put the plastic bag sort of around your foot and you're just going to kind of glide it through. So it gives you a sort of slightly slidey surface to use. Because I'm on a shiny floor, I am going to use a sock. So this is not essential, but it is helpful. So what we're going to do here is, first of all, is we're going to try and bend and straighten our knee. Now initially, particularly if you just hurt your knee, this might be quite challenging and you might find that you can only move it a small amount. That's okay, but hopefully after some time, you'll get a bit more movement in it. So if I show you what you're trying to achieve, you're trying to get it back as far as you can, but you're also trying to straighten it out as much as you can. Now it's really important that you try and straighten your knee out as you can, as pain will allow you to. Or if it's just a bit stiff, try and push it. It's really important that your knee straightens out. It takes the pressure off the front of your knee and it allows you to walk a little bit better. So the sooner you can get it straighter, the better. Okay, so let's just do another one or two of these. If you can get your foot up towards you, that's also good. It gives you a bit of a stretch at the back of your calf. Great. Okay, next one you're going to do is calf raises. So from here, all you're going to do is try and lift up onto your toes. Okay, so you're going to bring your heels off the floor so you really feel the contraction at the back of your calves there. Now if you've been limping for a while, your calf often gets a bit sore and a bit tight and it can get a bit weak as well. So it's important that we're working that muscle. Now you might find you can't get this knee bend initially. That's okay. You can do it with your knees further out. Again, you're just coming up, same idea, onto your toes and lifting your heels off. Let's just do another few of those. Perfect. Now the next one is what we call a static contraction of your quadricep muscles. This is really nice if you are quite sore. You often find this is a great way to start using the muscles. So what you're going to do here is you're going to imagine you get something in between your knees as though you're trying to squeeze it together. So it involves both your legs. So again, you'll not see me doing anything, but I'm imagining I'm squeezing my knees together and I can feel the contraction on the inside of my quadriceps there. You want to hold that for about 10-15 seconds if you can. Again, same thing, you can do it out here and you just imagining you're pushing your knees together and you'll feel quite a lot of activity happening around your knee. Good, so I'm going to go back to this position here. Now, the way you can also do it is by squeezing, is actually by pushing your heels into the ground as well. You'll feel just a further increase in the intensity of the contraction there. Again, holding it for about 10-15 seconds if you can. And then relax off. And let's just do another two of those. So again, imagining you're pushing your knees together. I'm now imagining I'm pushing my heels into the ground as well. Great, and relaxed. And we'll do one more. So again, I'm imagining I'm pushing my knees together, pushing my heels into the ground, and I can feel quite a lot of work going on round about my knee. Great. So the next one we're going to do is a sit to stand exercise. So basically with this, you might initially want to start off on a support. This brings you up a little bit higher, okay? It's just a bit easier. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up and you're going to sit down. Now you might need a chair with arms on to begin with if you need a wee bit of support. You also can take a wee bit more weight through the better leg. Okay, so therefore this one's still working, but it might not be taking the full weight. But as it gets a bit easier, you're looking at trying to take your weight 50-50. Super. Okay, now as you come up, try and come up slowly, try and squeeze your buttocks, try and work the front of your quads and try and straighten your knee, and then slowly down. Great. Let's do another few of those. So you're just coming up and again, squeezing your buttocks, squeezing the front of your thighs, trying to get that knee straight and slowly as you can down. So again, you're controlling all the way up and all the way down. Great. And as I say, as it gets easier, you just take out the support and you start going from something that's slightly smaller. Good. Okay, and then the last exercise you're going to do in this part, get rid of this. Now, I'm going to show you on the bench because it's easier for me to show you. You can do it on the floor, you can do it on your couch, you can do it in your bed. It doesn't have to be a hard surface. Now, initially, if your knee's very sore, you might want to use quite a large support. This is often a nice, comfortable position for your knee if it's incredibly sore. And initially, what you might want to just do is to push your knee down into the support. Okay, so it's the back of your knee, you're pushing it down. Again, you'll get a nice contraction at the front of your knee here. And try, when you're doing this, try and relax your hamstrings. They can get very tight, particularly if you're limping a lot. So again, I'm pushing this knee down into the bed. Good. And relax. Okay, we'll just do another one in this sort of easier position. Now, if you're able to do, what you're then trying to do is to lift your heel off the ground and slowly down. Again, you're going to try and lift your heel off the ground, contract the front of your thigh and relax down. And again. Now, as you get better at this, if you can, try and bring your heel up or your foot up towards you. So again, you'll feel a bigger stretch down the back of your knee at the same time. And again, as that gets easier and less painful and stronger, you're going to start off in this position here. Let's just do another few of those together. So again, this is all about trying to get the strength around that extended knee, that straight knee. That's really important. Great. So, as we explained, you want to probably stay at this stage until you find these really quite easy. And then once you do, you can move on to the second video. Thank you very much.